Phil's gone for the Mighty Maple.
And the chocolate, and I'm going to put them together.
Ooh,
Oh,
you.
look at that. Woo-hoo!
Now, you got me. I might do the maple.
Oh, it was like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Gdayall, and welcome to episode 70. It's all about peanut butter and co. Hello, Phil.
Oh, we're back.
Are you raring to go?
Yeah, one or two more cups of coffee.
That's right.
I'll
We'll
be ready.
perk you up as this goes
As
on.
it percolates.
So I want to welcome back our faithful listeners. And it was great to see so many people listen to the Best of series, and it was well received.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even you listened to one.
Even I listened to it, yeah. That's what I told you. I can't believe how much stuff we continue on about.
That's how this was born.
Yes.
There we go. Now, did you have any good eating over the last month?
Not really.
Did you have any?
Nothing exciting, nothing that was mind-blowing. No.
Any mishaps?
Other than last night, yeah, getting oil
Tell us
over
what
my
happened.
Well, I went to open a jar of peanut butter that was all natural, and it
Yes.
wasn't one of these ones on the table, and it was sort of dark,
Right.
and the oil separated to the top, and got all of them. One of my brand new shirts that I bought myself for Christmas. So
I'm sorry.
I had to go take out the emergency measures, break glass and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was ready to throw some glasses and
I was
cups.
going to say, was there a bit of swearing going on when that happened?
No, I held my temper and got out the first thing I could think of that to absorb the oil,
Yes.
which is my 00 pizza flour. Put that all over it, then went downstairs, got on Google, looked to see what to do. Well, that was part right. They said baking soda, but this just to
That flour will
absorb
do.
it out. And let it sit there and then put some shout on it and then let it sit for an hour. Then rinse it off with some hot water and then let it soak for another hour. And then let it soak overnight because I didn't want to put the wash on. So it's in the washing machine right now on the stain cycle. There is a stain cycle.
Mine's not that fancy.
Yeah, it
There's
goes
no
for
stain
3.5 hours.
God.
It's just going to beat the stain out of it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's
Yeah.
going to do.
And the other thing I told Jeanette, when she takes it out of the washing machine, don't throw that shirt into the dryer because if it's not all out, it will basically cook it. into the-
Yes. Do you need to text a reminder? Or are you okay? You still have 3 hours to go.
No, I left her a note.
Fair enough. Now,
Would have left her a note. Yeah.
we had.
So wait a minute. So what did you eat good over the last month?
Well, I made prime rib
Whoa.
for Christmas.
Lowry's prime rib, huh?
I wish. It was so exciting
Oh.
because I love it. And I haven't had it. My dad used to make that for Christmas. So
Mm-hmm.
that made me very happy. And what else? And actually because I had some time off.
Yeah.
We did lots of breakfasts and brunches and a few dinners. And one dinner in particular, there's this place. I think it's in New South Wales, but there's two in Melbourne. We just found it. Kicking In. So it's a Cajun place, but Cajun with a K.
Yeah.
But it's like a crab boil, essentially.
Mm.
And so all of our food came out of a bag and was put on the table.
Huh.
And we ate with our hands.
No greets.
And there was no biscuits to sop up all the
biscuits.
sauce. But they had a baguette. And that was so yummy. So now I am going to just count the days because we had shrimp and Moreton Bay bugs. They also do lobsters and Alaskan crab. And
Yeah, like a Mountain Bay bug's like a crawdad.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we had that.
Yeah. Oh.
And yes.
Just
Brendan
come out and dump it.
Yeah, that's right. Brendan,
Dump and
it
run.
was a bit of a cultural shock for you, wasn't it?
Oh, gloves.
Well,
We went one time over to the fashion capital of the world, Chatston, and went to one of the Korean chicken places.
yeah.
And they gave us gloves to eat the chicken with.
Well,
And this was
but that's polite because there's not enough napkins to take care of
Yeah.
everything. Like we were,
But then it's not finger looking good.
yeah, that aftertaste. No.
Yeah.
So we did that, and I think that was my only experiment we did. I did my usual ham.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried a lot of new places. So hopefully, maybe we can I think we should have a podcast meeting there one day.
A podcast meeting over there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
all the lunch just comes on the table.
Yeah.
We eat with our hands and
As long as
forget
they're
everything.
shouting,
yes,
because we're going to tell them to get onto this big podcast that goes out all over the world.
that's right.
Yes,
we
we
need some
can,
more.
we can make them famous.
Can you put some lobster in that one? Thank you. And now, also, we're going to change a few things.
Yes,
this
we
year,
are. We're
right?
changing new for 2022. You know, on February 2nd,
Yes.
it'll be 222222.
Oh, cool.
Oh, 2222. Yeah, only 22
Oh,
if you
two.
take the O out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just do the abbreviation. with
2022.
Yeah.
Oh, 22. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be a 2, and at 2:22 and 22 seconds.
At night. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We got to stay up that before.
10:22.
Gee.
22,
I
23.
wonder how many babies will be born at that 2222.
Wow, they'll be famous.
They will be.
Mhm.
Well, the newspapers need something to cover besides the obvious.
Yeah.
Now, so all housekeeping is now going to be at the end.
Mhm.
We have some.
So we got to clean up all this mess that we're doing right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll need the housekeeping there. We have some new shorter segments that are coming at the end, and those segments will rotate between Ripper recipes, product profiles, a new one, knowledge nuggets, and Sean's Superstore Special.
Yeah, the 3 S's to go with the 3 2s. Yeah.
Now, do you want to tell us what's on today's show?
Oh, today's
Bill?
show. Well, I got to turn the page before I
Well,
remember.
that's handy. Yes.
Our focus is on a family-owned institution today, Peanut Butter & Co.
It is.
Okay.
They have.
So they got 10x flavors of peanut butter,
Yes.
and we're going to try 6 of them today. So we might not be talking pretty clearly. We don't have a mask on, but it might sound like it.
Yes. It might be a bit messy. Yes.
Mhm. So we'll go to the country history, the recipes, and the restaurant menu, all about that, about PB&K
And
from
Co.
New York City.
That's right. Jerry Seinfeld's favorite.
Mhm.
Also, it is. Can I just say, I've got the 6 jars of peanut butter a week ago,
Yep.
or 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and it is a miracle that there's any left
That's true.
because I keep going. Don't eat too much because we need to taste it, and then you can go
Okay, so
crazy.
fun facts.
Yes.
So there are 4 different types of peanuts.
Right.
There's a runner.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that get out of here. The Valencia,
I wonder if they're orange in color.
and the Spanish, and the Virginian.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes about 540 peanuts to make a 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
That's a lot of
That's
peanuts.
a lot of peanuts.
When I was looking this stuff up, it's the first time I ever saw how they were grown. So when you like pull them out of the ground, and,
Yeah.
oh, it's amazing. It's a very
You pull them
legumy.
out of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, they grow underneath the ground? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I thought they grew on like a branch.
Well, if you hit YouTube,
I've been down to Virginia. And
yes,
I've been down to South, but I've never seen peanuts being grown. So maybe because I didn't notice them. Because
that's perfect. Well,
I've
if you,
seen cotton.
that's right. If you drove past, you wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah,
It's not
cotton's
obvious.
pretty obvious.
Cotton is very obvious and not very attractive. Now, fun fact number 2. Contrary to popular belief, George Washington Carver did not invent peanut butter. He was one of the greatest inventors in American history, though, discovering over 300 uses for peanuts, including chili sauce, shampoo, shaving cream, and glue. Marcellus Edson, who is unfortunately a Canadian, sorry to all our Canadian listeners, he patented peanut butter paste in 1884, and then I'm sure one of us ripped him off and then claimed it for ourselves.
But then we call it peanut butter.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
paste.
not paste. That's like an Australian term.
Like ham paste, like deviled ham paste.
Yeah.
Fish paste. I used to make sandwiches for Brendan. And it was
Paste is
fish
not
paste.
a good word
No,
for a
it's
lot
awful.
of food products.
And
The poor Europeans. You know why they're always in the dumper.
and always cranky.
Yeah, always cranky because they only eat less than 1 tablespoon of peanut butter a year.
Well, that's just sad.
It is sad.
That explains, maybe that's that German forthrightness and
Yeah.
why they're so grumpy so
Yeah.
often. We've got
look at the Brits.
Let's not
They
look
only
at them right now.
You only think they're happy because of the funny way they talk. Yes, Boris Johnson.
And Boris's hair. That can make you laugh too.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
quite
at least he has here. Anyway.
well, yeah, he does. Now we're going back to our presidential facts.
Okay.
Okay, so Jimmy Carter Jr. grew up with his parents on a 360-acre peanut farm. While serving as president, Jimmy Carter placed the business into a blind trust, Following the election loss in 81, the Carters were informed that because of 3 years of drought and several changes in warehouse management, I wonder if Billy was involved in that, they were over $1 million in debt. So the Carters sold the family business and also began writing books, which helped them recover financially. And to keep tradition going, TJ, Thomas Jefferson, was also a peanut farmer, among other things. And I have to say, peanuts must be good for you because, you know, Jimmy is nearly 100 and he's still building houses and he's beaten cancer and he's still kicking.
What did he call his mom when he was in office?
Oh, I've forgotten now.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up.
At the break, we will look that up.
Because she looked like 100.
Yeah, I remember that. Short gray hair. Yeah. And so those are our fun facts right now. And we will be back with more after the break.
Okay.
Okay, now, so Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
His mother, Miss Lillian.
That's it.
As they do in anybody down south, they always call the lady of the house by her first name with Miss. Or actually Miss Carter, too, would be proper.
That's right. And we talked about Owen the other week. We've got a new employee, and he's from Texas. And when he sends me a text, he calls me Miss Barbara.
Yeah, Miss Barbara.
And I love it. Now, we're decided to talk about Peanut Butter and Co. because it's an old favorite that we had and loved, and now we have it back in the shop.
Yeah, it's back.
So I was just wondering, when do you think we first had it at USA Foods?
At least 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And what brought it to your attention? How did you discover it?
I met the owner at one of the food shows in New York.
Fantastic.
And then we end up going to the restaurant and the whole schmeal. And it's good peanut butter. I like peanut butter, and especially when you had the flavored ones, like the chocolate and the vanilla. Like, we'll talk about those. But and that's what got me, that it was different. It was healthier. They taste great. Might as well.
Yeah,
and it's peanut butter.
And they've got great names like White Chocolate Wonderful and Dark Chocolate Dreams.
Mighty Maple.
That's it. So Lee Zalben.
Mighty Mouse.
Lee Zalben would have been the gentleman that you met, Lee. Yep. He's still CEO, but the restaurant did close in 2016. They're concentrating on the jarred peanut butter right now. But I love the story of the restaurant.
Probably the rents went up too high.
Well, you know what? Maybe his timing wasn't that off because they were talking about doing pop-ups and moving somewhere else. And then, you know, you get everything that's happened with the pandemic and all of that. So, you know, it might be the new dawn of a new era.
Maybe we should do a pop-up peanut butter.
Ooh, that
peanut
would be good.
Pop-up.
Peanut butter pop-up. So now I'll give you a little bit of history because I enjoyed looking this up. Yeah. So the restaurant was born same year as my first child, and the same year that Kramer on Seinfeld came up with the idea of a peanut butter restaurant. So PB & Co. was born. Now, the shop was opened by Lee Zalben, and he began packaging 10 different flavors, which we'll talk about those. He started off in the restaurant with 21 different sandwiches, which we have the menu. We'll go through a few of them. Daily, the restaurant would go through 40 loaves of bread and 60 pounds of peanut butter.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. So he went through like a size of a sixth grader. They had special loaves. They had a restaurant on the Upper East Side, I think it was, that were larger. They're 1.5 times larger than a regular loaf.
Actually, they were in the Village.
Okay. So, well, the bakery was up.
Oh, maybe the bakery, yeah.
So no, they were in Greenwich Village. So the bread was huge. So you said that you had that. Did it look like you had reading cartoon bread?
I don't remember. It's that long ago. I don't remember yesterday.
Now, I love this too because to add to the nostalgia, which they kind of made it look like, well, you can attest to this because you're in it, sort of someone's kitchen, a bit of a cafeteria, homey.
Yeah, it was very homey.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is it?
And they used Fiesta ware, which I have some my Fiesta ware, which we will use to taste in a minute. So if anyone has a fan of A Christmas Story, that's the plates on the table, all different colors and from the 20s and 30s. And also in 2010, the restaurant sold a lunchbox special. Now, I saw Lee's mother interviewed about this, and she said when he was a kid that when he was sent to school with carrots, a bag of chips, and a peanut butter sandwich, and he couldn't eat the chips unless he ate his carrots and sandwich first. So when you ordered the lunchbox special, you got a side of carrots and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
I like that. My mother
And it all goes together.
That's
You
exactly
just
right.
all stick the carrots and the chips onto the sandwich.
I would do that. I quite like. You need the
Yeah,
extra
that crunch.
crunch.
But I don't like crunchy peanut butter, but I'll have that crunch. Yeah.
I love crunchy peanut butter. Now, I like the origin story too, where once a week they would lock up at night and grind peanut butter by hand
Ooh.
with tabletop grinders to be, do their week's worth of supplies. And then Dean and DeLuca came to them and said, they started buying from them and we want more. So they had to get
make it, you have to go from manual to automated.
Yep. Yeah. And so they got a little factory going, which we'll get to in a second. So Lee and Peanut Butter and Company believed in using natural ingredients, and their peanuts used in the company's peanut butter spreads and powders are made and grown on a 119-acre northeastern Arkansas farm. The peanut farm is managed by George Boltz, who serves on the National Board of Peanuts and has worked in farming for over 40 years. And there's a little, if you get on their website, by the way, I love the name of their website. I love peanutbutter.com.
Yeah.
There's
like I fly Southwest Airlines.
That's
right. I fly SWA. It's easy to remember.
Well, that's right, because I do love peanut butter, so that's what I had to do. There's a little clip of George, and he seems like a cool guy. I quite enjoyed that. Now, there was also an era of the single ingredient restaurant. So I think New York did a lot of this. There was a pudding place, someplace that just had pudding and a cereal place. Yeah. And so Lee is credited.
I think they came out, they all came after he did.
Yeah, that's right. Because it would be, those are the things you think of when you just in the middle of the night or drinking with your friends. Yeah. And then he made it work.
So all of his products have very honest ingredients. You can read them all. You don't need an encyclopedia or not an engineering degree.
You can pronounce everything on the label.
Everything, exactly. So he uses just a high oleic. I guess that's the right word.
Oleic, yep.
Peanuts. So the oleic acid is a fatty acid that occurs naturally in various animals and vegetable fats and oils. Salt, cane sugar, palm oil, which is certified
sustainable.
So we're not killing any orangutans.
That's right.
Okay. Honey, cocoa butter, lecithin, cinnamon, raisins, maple syrup, natural flavor, natural. Told you it's been a tough morning. Vanilla. So, and that's the other thing. Like his label has every little symbol on it. So it's certified vegan, certified gluten-free, non-GMO verified. He's got every little thing on there. It's kosher, of course, because
New York.
Yeah, well, also Lee's a nice Jewish boy.
Yes.
And it's distributed by Peanut Butter Company, New York.
That's it.
10019. Yeah.
Well, and that goes to the theory of having just simple, natural, good tasting products.
Yeah. And it does separate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like the problem I had last night. And the reason why I separated is because to make it healthy for you, you don't put hydrogenated oils in it, which are totally unhealthy. Those are like your trans fats.
Yep, that's right.
So that's why, any natural peanut butter will separate, especially in the warmer weather. Just stir it back in. Or if you drain the peanut oil off the top, it still tastes good, but it'll be dry.
It'll be dry, yeah. I think it's worth stirring it.
Yeah, but if you're going to put it with jam and all that, well, if you take that oil off, it'd be less fattening.
Yeah, well, true.
There you go.
That's
so it's like a low-fat peanut butter.
And now you've created a new product for them.
Yeah, so we'll go through their flavors. So these are the ones that we're going to be tasting here. We got Smooth Operator.
New. Sade's loving it.
Yeah. Dark Chocolatey Dreams. White Chocolatey Wonderful.
Yes.
Crunch Time.
Yep.
Mighty Maple.
My favorite.
Cinnamon Raisin Swirl. Those are all the ones we got here to try. That cinnamon raisin is like one of my favorites. Then we got Simply Smooth, Simply Crunchy.
These are the ones we don't have, but that
Old-fashioned,
produce.
smooth, old-fashioned, crunchy. I don't know what's the difference between those. And bee's knees, which has honey in it.
Yep.
And then you got the peanut butter powder.
Which we are carrying.
Yeah, and that's good for all the people that just want the protein.
That's right. So you can put it in a smoothie.
Shake, yeah.
And you can also, Mackenzie left some of her protein powder behind when she moved out.
Yeah.
So I needed some peanut butter to make something.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
you
just
use this
rehydrated
flavoring
it.
too, yeah.
Yeah, and I just made it into peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know what? My
Phil and Nutella.
me and Nutella. I know. So they have a hazelnut spread.
Yes, which we have.
So it's a dark chocolate hazelnut.
Mm-hmm.
Because dark chocolate is much better for you. Even their chocolate peanut butter is dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made with 25% less sugar and double the protein because it actually has a legume a nut in it. Or, legume, yeah. Protein that found in the leading brand, whoever that would be, of chocolate hazelnut spreads. So if you want to have something healthier, I suggest either if you like the hazelnut taste, go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want just a total different substitute, just go with the dark or the white chocolate.
Yeah.
And you have something that has a lot of protein, less fat, less whatever else they put in, because it's only 13% hazelnuts in that leading brand, because you could hardly read it, but it is there on the label when you get the magnifying glass out.
Okay. Oh, Phil. Mm-hmm. Now, so what we're going to do is we are going to taste test these.
Oh, we are?
Beauties. Yes. So I'm going to hand out some plates.
Okay.
There you go, Phil. There you'll be all right. And we have Anna here today with us. Would you like to try some as well?
Yes, I'd love to try some.
There you go.
All right. So, okay. Could we like blitz them together?
Well, I've got the sort of old favorites, and I've got the exotics here. So on this plate, we've got the Crunch Time, Smooth Operator, and Mighty Maple. Mm-hmm. And this plate, we've got Cinnamon Raisin Swirl, White Chocolatey Wonderful, and then Dark Chocolatey Dreams. So,
all right.
Okay. So Phil's gone for the Mighty Maple
and the chocolate, and I'm going to put them together.
Ooh, you
look at that! Woohoo!
Now you got me. I might do the maple.
Oh, it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup,
and mine is fantastic. So I've done maple and cinnamon raisin. Okay, have you had the white chocolate? That's so good.
It's so smooth.
It is. It's beautiful. So I would assume the white chocolate might be the sweetest that they have, just because white chocolate's sweet.
It's not.
But it's not as sweet as some regular peanut butters with sugar in it.
Yeah, the raisin is probably sweeter because raisins are sweet.
So this used to be in the store, Phil.
Yeah.
But then you didn't have it, but then you've just got this back. Is that right?
Yeah, they went through some changes at the time and had fell over in Asia somewhere, I think Japan. That was like supposedly their sales manager for this region. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it just didn't work out. Didn't work out for them, but for us. So anyway, but we're back to it.
But when did this come back?
Within the last month.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they had, I don't think they have it in their line at the moment. They had a spicy one. The heater's on. It was like a satay one. Mm-hmm. That was really yummy too.
So my favorites, I think, because one thing of all the time we had it, I don't remember ever having the white wonderful chocolate.
It's so good.
It's so creamy. It's almost like a different dessert. Like I don't know, what would you call it, but it's really, really good. And then I had the chocolate, the dark chocolate mixed with the maple, and now it's almost like a peanut butter cup.
Yes. Well, I did the dark chocolate with the Crunch Time, and that was yummy. But my favorite is the Mighty Maple. Can't get past that one.
Now, you know what would be really good for the Mighty Maple?
What?
Do a Mighty Maple on 2 slices of bread.
Yes.
And fill it with bacon.
Well, funny you say that, Phil.
Because bacon and maple.
Oh, my God. Yes. That is actually...
It's one of their recipes.
It is
so now we got to go to
the menu.
Yeah, to the menu.
And that was called the Mighty Maple Sandwich.
Oh, see? They beat me to it.
Yeah, but no, because it's a natural combo. And I like the one because I like the cinnamon raisin. I think cinnamon.
I'm going to have to do that at home now.
Yes, you will. but you're going to have to get your own jar because I'm not giving mine up. The Mackenzie likes a cinnamon raisin, as she puts that on her apples.
Mm-hmm.
And here is a recipe: cinnamon raisin swirl sandwich, which had cinnamon raisin peanut butter with vanilla cream cheese, stuffed with crisp apples sliced.
Wow.
That's on the second page, Phil. I'm looking at I went straight to the gourmet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking of that. And to go back one, so the lunchbox special that we mentioned is on that. Christina Schleier from 3rd grade, fluffernutter sandwiches with the marshmallow fluff on it.
Mm-hmm.
They also had the Elvis, which you've talked about Elvis's favorite sandwiches.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, this is a little healthier. It's only a grilled peanut butter sandwich stuffed with bananas and honey.
But
No
for
bacon in it.
$1 more, you can get bacon.
Oh, okay. Didn't see the yellow asterisk there.
That's it. How about the pregnant lady?
Yeah, no, I thought about that on the way over, but I don't like bread and butter. I like bread and butter pickles, but that's not my favorite. I think it would really be good with
Dill
pickles. But have you ever tried a hamburger with peanut butter on it?
No.
That was like the craze like a few years ago.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I did try it, and it was surprisingly good.
Well, that's the thing. Well, and my friend Sal, she and her family, her brother included, eat peanut butter and cheese sandwiches, which, look, I find a bit strange.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things.
But
I remember somebody telling me he's eating avocados with bananas.
I couldn't do it. And look, Jerry Seinfeld's comedy special is in this.
So what's on that?
So it's a bagel. Well, he's done it here with it's usually a bagel, but here they've got it as a sandwich. So peanut butter sandwich. He does it with a cinnamon, peanut butter, cinnamon, and honey.
Okay.
Let's see.
Or you could get a cinnamon raisin bagel and then put your flavored your favorite flavor onto it.
That's right. How about the ants on a log? Did you ever have that made for you when you were a kid?
No.
The Italian family. They used to do that in kindergarten for us.
I told you about the thing with the ants with Uncle Joey.
Yeah,
but that's a different story.
Those
are real moving ants.
Real ants on a log.
Yeah.
Now, I remember we did a cooking lesson in kindergarten, and we all made ants on a log, which is celery. And then you stuff it with peanut butter, and then you put little raisins on top.
So on his special menu, he gets off of peanut butter on some of them because he got like the grilled cheese and the chicken salad. Chicken salad. Now, that's the biggest dilemma. When people come here from America and they go and they could have an egg salad sandwich or a chicken salad, they give you like sliced egg and then all this lettuce and tomatoes and all this other.
It's not
a chicken salad.
That happened to me the first time I ordered a tuna salad sandwich.
Yeah.
And it was like sliced. It was like
a
dry
tuna out of the can. Yeah. Just plopped onto a piece of bread with lettuce and tomato on it.
And I was just like, here, take all my money, but I'm going to throw this out. I was like, no.
Well, he even has here a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Now, you need to have your potato chips.
Yeah, don't eat the bologna. You know what the mafia does with bologna.
I was going straight to my bologna has a first name.
Yeah.
And tuna melt.
And then turkey sandwich with tomato, mayo, and mustard.
Oh, that's good. See, these are all tastes of home.
Yeah.
Like it's like what he wanted. It's a comfortable nostalgia.
Yeah.
And then in the dessert, so, peanut butter is perfect for dessert. So peanut butter cookies, peanut butter brownies, chocolate peanut butter pie, peanut butter parfait.
And then the other thing, when you get a sandwich in New York or anywhere in America, you're getting a good sandwich.
You do.
Over here, most of the times you get a ham and cheese. It's a wish sandwich.
Wish you had more.
More ham, more cheese. Yeah.
That's right.
One slice of ham. Could you spare it?
Well, yeah, that's like when
It's the type of hand you got to hold up and you can see the person next to you.
That's it. I told you I had a sandwich of disappointment the other day because I went and got
sandwich of disappointment. I love that.
You should have seen me when I came out. I was just like, I ordered a toasted ham and cheese sandwich, and they didn't put any butter on the outside of it,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it was just
dry.
It was just like flat,
But
dry
they
bread.
were looking after you. They wanted to make it healthier.
You know what? If I want them to look after me, I will. So I had to come back and I got the pickle-naise and put that inside of it because it was so dry. But yeah, sandwiches. Well, they really haven't come a long way here. They need to improve more.
Yeah, even Subway, everything's fresh supposedly, but they cut the meat 3 weeks ago.
When you had your lunch counter or your luncheonette,
Yeah.
you would have done big sandwiches,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, and proper main, and that's what everybody was coming in there, and they were saying, "Why is this chicken Sizzle so much better than everybody else's? It's the same chicken, you buy from one guy, he sells to everybody,
Yeah.
Already prepared." And it was the mayonnaise. Because I used American mayonnaise.
Yeah, real mayonnaise.
And at the time, I was able to bring in mayonnaise and no problems with quarantine. Okay, no problem. And I was bringing in these big boxes of, 20-pound box of mayonnaise, and never had a problem. Now you want to bring in an 8-ounce jar. Whoa, you got egg yolks in there. How many egg yolks are in there?
Well, hey, we almost how long have we been going? It's 22 minutes into this and we've got the rant.
Yeah, we got the rant.
So we forgot that old segment, but no, it's true. Now we'll go back to PB & Co, Peanut Butter & Co. So they also had a cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
So now here's a couple of reviews Brendan found. So this is a great book that has given me excellent ideas for packing lunches for me and my family. I am not the most imaginative man in the world when it comes to preparing meals. I'm a meat and potatoes man, so my meals are quite boring. Enter this book and life has changed. Let me focus on the sandwiches, as this was my biggest concern in trying to break the monotony of ham and cheese sandwiches. I've tried every sandwich in this book and I am hooked. And another one is I find joy in making and consuming these masterpieces while enjoying the scenery at a park near my place of employment. I've now started to create my own variations and loving it. Take my advice. If you also lack imagination when it comes to culinary endeavors, you absolutely will not regret buying this book.
Well, then the other thing, if you can't find a book, okay, go on to their social network on Peanut Butter and Company.
Yeah.
So on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, where it says like and all that. And then they start sending you I wouldn't even say every once a week, but every so often you'll get, here's a new recipe from PB. It might be on Twitter. I don't know but I get them all the time. And it's always different recipes that they're sending out. Oh, here's a new recipe. Bang, bang, bang.
Their recipe archive on their website is huge. So we've all had a look at that. And we'll have some of that. We'll be talking about, one was peanut butter soup, which is an African soup usually. And then remember, we used to have a mix for that.
Yeah, so we used to have the Jimmy Carter peanut butter soup.
And there was a San Francisco one too, which didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have been corrected to get the mic. So now I'm going to go through it quickly.
Closer.
But if you get on ilovepeanutbutter.com, we'll put a link up as well. Shut up. Okay, knucklehead. It's the end of it. Right. Peanut butter soup. So you can get this just in the search section. Put peanut butter soup in there. And there's a couple of recipes.
There'll be a lot of different recipes.
Oh, yeah.
Some will be savory, some will be hot.
That's right. They've got, it's got butter or avocado, coconut oil, celery, onion, flour, 5 cups chicken stock, 1 cup unsweetened crunchy peanut butter, whole milk or soy milk. Actually, a lot of the recipes, you can easily veganize them. They do it for you.
You don't have to use vegetable broth.
Yep. Yeah. Light cream, 2 teaspoons brown sugar, hot sauce to taste, salt and freshly ground pepper, and a 1/3 cup chopped roasted nuts that you serve on top.
Yeah. Here's a helpful hint from Heloise. So, Barbara, when you do a chicken broth, and of course you use like a powder or a tablet or whatever, one of those type of broths.
Yes, bouillon.
A bouillon. Could you tell the difference between a chicken, beef, or vegetable? No. So there you go.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, you know what? It's funny. Just like that, I opened it, I just stuck some in a jar, and I'm like, oh God, which one are we? What's it thinking?
And you taste it, you don't.
Yeah, but I'm not going to, first of all, I'm not going to lick a bouillon cube. But secondly.
I used to do that as a kid.
Phil, I can
You
see
never did that.
I never licked a bouillon cube.
You lived a sheltered life.
I did used to eat Jell-O crystals.
So, and I just got a newsflash. From our
fryer
producer.
Fryer?
This is fryer. This came over to Hotwire.
Right.
41 pages of recipes on their website.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I know. Yes, sir. I'm going on to the next one.
Okay.
It's his fault. Okay. Peanut butter swirl toffee, which is fantastic, which would be like almond rocco with a bit of peanut butter. Mm-hmm. So you make a toffee with sugar, butter, And you get it to the color. What did they have? They have an actual temperature you can go to. My grandmother used to write our toffee recipe as until it's the color of a brown paper shopping bag.
Oh,
That's it. So you make your toffee, you pour it into a baking sheet, and then you put chocolate chips over the top that will melt, and then you heat up some peanut butter and then pour that over the top, and then it all sets. And
peanut butter magic shell.
This is fantastic. This might even be like a knowledge nugget because...
So this is like what you put on ice cream.
Yes. So Anna, listen. So,
don't go away, Anna. Where are you going?
You know the magic shell that you get that gets hard?
She's
the
leaving.
trick of that is coconut butter or coconut oil.
Yeah.
Because it solidifies when it's cold.
Oh.
So you get a half cup peanut butter, smooth operator they suggest, and a quarter cup of coconut oil. Mix it together, like melt it together, and then you pour it on top of the ice cream and it sets like magic shell.
Wow.
So you can do that with chocolate and anything else.
Wow.
Yep. There you go. So it's the
Learn
coconut
something
oil.
new every day.
So
I don't have to wait for the Mr. Softy truck.
No, you don't. So they're all available on the I Love Peanut Butter website.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to wrap this up and we're going to come back with our new look final segments are coming up soon. So stay tuned.
Get ready.
Okay, we're back.
We are.
With our new segments.
Woohoo!
All
And they're going to vary each week.
Mm-hmm. So here's our first new segment, which is a shorten of an old segment. Because we're condensing it.
And it's at the end when it used to be at the beginning.
Yep.
So there you go. It's housekeeping.
Woohoo.
Ooh, okay, so the code of the month, which is just going to be a week.
Is suds.
Is suds.
Like, how do we get suds?
Because
suds. Oh, beer?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do Margaritaville, but thought people couldn't spell it.
What?
Margaritaville.
Oh, Margaritaville.
So we went to suds.
Okay,
suds.
suds.
That was my fault. I'm sorry if anyone doesn't like it.
Okay.
Now, on the USA Foods website, click on the listener discount logo. And that will, or you can search for listener discount and you'll find out what is on special. Mm-hmm. The store, as we know, is open 7 days a week. The hours are on the website, so have a look. And you can subscribe. I can't speak today. Share and engage with the podcast at podcast@usafoods.com.au. And in a few minutes, with the new segment we have, I'm going to have a call to action for our listeners.
Call to action.
That's right.
Get ready.
That's right, because I want to hear a few of their ideas as well. I'm high on peanut butter, and so we are. Okay, Phil, your turn.
We can take you higher. All right. So National Food Holidays become Food Celebration Day.
Well,
I had a comment for that, but I won't say it.
No, thank you.
Okay.
It's a new list because it's also international.
The International Film Festival.
Well, we were getting
brought
a
to
bit
you
bored.
by Buitoni.
I think he's perked up, folks.
All right.
Now, we will rotate between ourselves the Ripper Recipe Roundup. Yep. And so, January.
So, it's National Baking Month.
It is.
National Hot Tea Month.
Which we both enjoy.
Yeah. National Soup Month. You can tell this is all done in the Northern Hemisphere.
That's right.
Okay. And tomorrow is the International Chocolate Cake Day. And that will be Barbara's Ripper Recipe.
Yes, it is. Now, and also Monday will be National Hot Chocolate Day.
All right. So when are you going to give that recipe?
I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, now.
Sir.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Okay, get it out. Let's go. You're
food.
wasting time. Come on.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't deal with the pressure. Okay, now I found this recipe, which is the closest to my cake that I love making, and this is from the Stay at Home Chef. We will give you a link for it,
okay,
so you can find it. So, Mom, click the link. I'm going to say it real fast, and you can't write it down. Okay, so it's moist. That word. Here we go. So for the cake ingredients, it's 3 cups all-purpose flour, 3 cups sugar. You can also half that. It doesn't need 3 cups sugar. 1.5 cups unsweetened cocoa powder, a tablespoon baking soda. It's 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons salt, 4 large eggs. Here's the trick: 1.5 cups buttermilk. Need buttermilk in this.
Makes a surprise.
Sorry?
It's like pancakes.
Yeah,
Pancakes are better with buttermilk.
1.5 cups warm water, a half cup of vegetable oil, and 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Now, when you use the vegetable oil, do not substitute with olive oil, unless you really love the taste of olive oil, because it will make a difference in taste. You need a flavorless oil. I like olive oil cake, don't get me wrong. So, and also you need chocolate cream cheese buttercream frosting. Now this I have not tried, but I will, because it sounds great. 1 1/2 cups butter, 8-ounce cream cheese, 1 1/2 cups unsweetened cocoa powder, 3 teaspoons vanilla extract, 7 to 8 cups powdered sugar. You can't cut back on that one, because it's the bulk of it.
Dessert. It's supposed to be sweet.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just the frosting. And about 1/4 cup milk as needed. Can I just say again, as a service to our Australian listeners, when it says a stick of butter,
250 grams?
no, it's an American stick of butter is half of one of ours.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when it says a stick of butter, it's a half of a stick of our butter. So half of 250.
They don't come in sticks here. They come in blocks.
Well, that's right. So if you cut a block in half, then you got a stick.
Okay, if you say so.
Half a block.
Half a block.
Yeah, all right. Because people ask that all the time at work.
It's like an avenue block or a street block.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So if you ever have been making that mistake, you'll find things will spread a lot more. They won't hold up. So that's it. Although butter is always better. Mm-hmm. So you're going to bake the cake the usual way. I'm not going to give you all of that, because you can click the link.
Yep. Go to the link.
Go to the link, and it's moist and beautiful. You can also add coffee into that. Replace some of the liquid with coffee if you like.
There you go. And you have a coffee cake almost.
Well,
or coffee and chocolate. Then you don't have to save them, but just don't give them tea, because you can't have tea and coffee together. All right. So now we're going to go to listener mails, and we got your mother.
Except Brendan spelt it wrong. Look how he spelled that.
I know, mom.
Mom.
Your mom.
That's a flower. My mom. M-O-M. She FaceTimed me yesterday, and you saw that. So she loved the recaps. She said they were almost seamless, and she thinks you're always a delight.
I am.
That's my prowess, the seamlessness.
Oh, the seamlessness.
But that you're always a delight.
Yeah.
Made me a little bit sick. Now, and Leslie said that Barbara is too hard on Phil.
She's right.
I think Anna, who's with us, called me savage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm used to it. I get it at home. Sorry. I get it here.
You got it
doesn't
everywhere.
go far from me. I don't know. The only thing that loves me is the animals.
Well, they do.
Yeah. Ralphie, Comey,
yay.
Snowball, or what a Marshmallow used to come around. I don't see Marshmallow anymore. I don't know. I think they locked him up, or they put him to a farm or something.
Took him to the farm where my dog went.
But now I got a substitute cat, a little brown one that comes around and meow, 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 meow. Where do these cats find me?
You like St. Francis.
Yeah.
Of Assisi.
Yeah, and
they don't like them anymore.
I don't like them anyway. Jeanette still likes them.
Okay.
And they come stare at me, like they come up to the window, like I'm downstairs, and they come up and they just start staring. They're looking right at the window, and they're like
Jeanette has names for all of them. She knows who they are.
Oh.
That's all right. Right. So we heard from Liz J,
yep,
who has been listening since the beginning, and I said, "Wow, it was better than the cricket and faster too. Thanks for all your podcasts through the year." And she also wished us a Merry Christmas and all, and that, which is lovely.
Thank you, Liz.
And Neil, who is also been an OG listener. Mm-hmm. That's it. Please also consider having a shop in Bentley as well. I would be shopping there every day. I used to visit the Bentley shop with my parents. I'll try to bring them into the Moorabbin store.
Where we did Bentley.
He's not gone back, Neil, but I know what you mean. Yeah. I know. Now, Phil, over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to do my personal best product. Well, I don't know if it's like personal best, but it's like one of my favorite things.
Well, that would be a personal best.
Yeah, okay. So it's Pioneer brand pepper gravy.
Yum.
Now, the only reason why we bring in a Pioneer brand peppered gravy is because all the other ones contain chicken fat or beef fat or some other fat that's an animal fat. And there's a problem with quarantine. Okay, we're not going to start with that. So, but because it's pepper gravy, it's not very peppery. If somebody said to you, "Oh, it's pepper gravy," you would never pick it. Okay, so it's a nice white gravy, very simple to make. And most people would use this type of gravy on biscuits, or chicken fried steak, but not me.
Now, what do you put it on?
Cauliflower.
Ooh, that is
steamed
a good
cauliflower,
application.
or just softened boiled cauliflower, because it brings me back to my mother.
Aww.
My mother always made white cream sauce and put it on cauliflower as a kid, and I just loved it.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't get enough of it. So if you have kids that you're trying to get them eat veggies,
Just cover it in this.
or figure out a way to make a white sauce
Yep.
that tastes good, and then pour it onto, cauliflower or peas. I like it on peas too.
Oh, cream peas
broccoli,
are beautiful.
yeah.
Yep.
And there you go. And the kids will be eating it like there's no tomorrow.
That sounds good. I should try that for you, Brendan, because you don't like peas, but I bet you would like it cooked that way.
It's how I started to eat cauliflower.
Cream cauliflower. Yeah.
With the sauce in it.
Okay.
Exactly what he's saying.
Maybe it was an Australian thing doing the white sauce, because my mother's Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every time we had a roast on Sunday, and she made, if she made cauliflower, we had a cream sauce.
Well, okay. I'm going to pick some up. I'm going to try that because he won't eat peas.
And it's easy to make, and it doesn't get lumpy or anything.
Well, it wouldn't, because it's like all the hard work's taken out of it. With the root.
Well, you got to, like I think with anything, you got to do it as cold.
Yep.
And mix the dry and the wet.
Yep.
And then you heat it up slowly. And you got to be there, but you got to be there.
I don't leave anything on the stove.
So I know people that do. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, then it will come out like you could use it like Elmo's white glue after that. All right. Now we're going to go to another new section.
Yep.
Knowledge nugget.
Okay. Now let me just go about the origin of this a bit, and then we'll do it. Well, these are the sort of things.
It's like a chicken nugget or no?
So these are the sort of things that, when you're cooking, I'll say to my kids, hey, come here. Like, don't crowd the mushrooms. They won't brown.
Right.
If, and I'm not going to give them all away right now because and this is for someone like Anna.
Hello.
Anna has the office across from mine, and Anna didn't know how to make rice, and I told you the other day.
Oh, I knew you were going to come for me over this.
We talked about that once, but people are scared about making rice. And it's like the simplest thing to make.
Yes, that's right.
I think the concern is valid, personally. No, I was gobsmacked when you told me how to properly make it. I won't even use a rice cooker, and the instructions are on the rice cooker.
Yes.
Yeah. And, I learned how to make rice when where were we living? In Brooklyn, I think, or it might have been New Jersey. And I went to one of these one-day courses of how to make sushi when sushi first came out.
Oh, yeah.
I went to like this Japanese guy's house, and it was like 4 people there. And we made sushi. And the first thing he taught us how to make rice.
That's it.
And that's it? That's how you make it? That's easy?
Do you know there's another cheat?
But then, to make sushi rice, then it's
different.
It's afterwards,
different. Yeah, when you cool it. And there's actually another cheat way because I was a member of a Filipino family for a while too. So I told her the ratio, right?
Yeah.
That was the trick and all of that.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that ratio, if you stick your finger in the pot, no boiling water, but if it's over to your first knuckle, the water, that's the right ratio as well.
And that works every time.
Every time.
Yeah. But it's 2 to 1.
Yeah, that's it. I did tell her that.
Yeah. And then, I don't know how you learned, but this is what the guy said. So you mix it and you drain it and you do it again.
Wash it, yeah.
Yeah. I never wash it.
Wash it, exactly. They said wash it.
Wash. It's like 2 eggs separated,
So Phil moved 2 things away from each other.
Yeah. So you put it on high, get it up to a boil, put it down to simmer, put a lid over it. And he said, don't look at it. Right. Don't touch it. Don't do anything to it.
Walk away.
Walk away for 20 minutes.
That's it.
And you're done.
And it's perfect every time.
Don't look at it. Make sure it's low enough, bud. Because if you got too high, it'll evaporate too quick.
Yeah.
See, but now there's already so many rules.
What?
There's no rules.
You gotta do
boil,
exactly like
simmer, cover, don't look. Those are rules.
All right, I'm gonna try this.
You can call me.
And then I
when you do it, you can call me and you can tell me, and I'll walk you through it if you need.
Beautiful.
All right. But so I was thinking of, some people that haven't picked some of these things up, where we might not have been standing at, at their grandmother or mother's, waist watching them cook. So
they're short.
They are very short, Brendan Francis.
Yeah.
Yes, like your temper sometimes. Yes. Okay, now Phil's going to go first.
I'm going first. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what a cooking circle is?
No.
It's a circle of friends that cook. No.
I've been in a quilting circle.
Okay.
But yes.
I didn't know this the other day.
Tell me.
All right. So a cooking circle is you go to the store.
Yes.
And the things that you make the eggs in, that they look.
The egg rings.
The egg rings?
Yeah.
That's a cooking circle. So they come in, if you go to a cooking store.
They'll have different
sizes.
Right.
And if you want to get fancy smancy,
yeah.
Okay, like at a restaurant, and you see everything so nicely done, and so if it wasn't for the cooking circles, these guys will have crap all over the place.
Like
this will be leaking out there, that'd be going over there. So you put your cooking circle down, and you put what you're serving there in the middle of the cooking circle, you take it out. And that's how you keep everything separate and make it look pretty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's the key for all these chefs when they say, "Oh, look how nice looking." You're taking your pictures and you're
not
sending
rustic.
Right. You're sending it to everybody because they're using cooking circles to separate everything and make everything look pretty.
That's a serving suggestion.
What?
Well, that's what it is. You're giving it. It's a serving suggestion.
Well,
Boom, how to serve it.
Yeah, how to serve it.
Well,
And
no,
that's
but
how
that's how to make it look nice on your
good.
plate.
I
Yes.
like it.
I mean, it's not just for eggs anymore.
That's right. Or pancakes.
Or pancakes. Yeah. But there's other things that you want round.
Mhm.
And you know when this came to me, because
Were you watching Curtis Stone?
No. Making my pizzas because I could get them
semi-round,
little oval.
Yes.
And then I said, how am I going to get these things round? And the only thing that I came about is like if I cook it in a cast iron skillet,
right.
I can form it in that.
That makes
and
sense.
that makes it round.
Very good.
Until I get the knack of it to make it round naturally,
That's
which I might never
That is
get.
a great idea.
But that's sort of like the same thing.
I love it.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you go.
Now mine is when they ask you to whisk things, or not to whisk things, to sift things. So sift your dry ingredients together.
Yeah.
Well, I have my great grandmother's like sifter, which is a real pain in the rear end because I don't know how old everything's in there, and you can't wash them properly because it glugs up. So all you have to do is put all your dry ingredients in it and use a wire whisk and just whisk it.
Yeah.
That's the same as sifting
thing.
it. And also the new flours nowadays, you don't really have to sift. You do need to sift your icing sugars and things like that, but it's not like the old days with the bits in it. You can go without sifting often. Now, with knowledge nuggets, so these little things, this is my call to action. You guys would have stuff that a trick your mother taught you, you never forgot.
Yep.
Another one I have is no matter what pie it is, this is my friend Amy Pope, her mother Marcia Gatz, you just put a pinch of salt in it. Everything needs a pinch of salt. And it's true, it lifts all the flavor. So if you have something like that, please send it in to us, USA Foods, or podcast at usafoods.com.au.
Yep. Okay. So next week's show, 15-minute meals.
That's right.
So those, we got to time it.
Ready?
That's like
steady cook.
Yeah. Well, like Jamie does.
Jamie,
that.
yeah.
He does those 15-minute meals. There's so many things that you just throw together in 15 minutes.
That's right. And Rachel Rice, she does she does 30 minutes, but you can tweak
there's
that.
helpers on that too. We could talk about 15-minute things that could help you get your time down in 15 minutes or even less.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and we're all a bit busy at the moment. So sometimes a bit of convenience is not bad because I'd rather have a home cooked meal. Maybe someone chopped my onions for me, but that's okay.
Okay.
That's all right. So that will be next week.
Okay. So is that it?
I
Boy,
think
that was
that is-
fun.
I know.
We just flew right through that.
We did.
Okay, so you could do the sign off.
Okay.
So it's Diana Verlin.
Vreeland, who was amazing. Thank you. She was an editor of Harper's Bazaar and Vogue from the 30s up until the 60s. And she said peanut butter is the greatest invention since Christianity.
Sure that wasn't chastity?
If you
there's an eye in there. No,
That's
no, no.
right.
Yeah.
If you knew a little bit about,
I had to put my glasses on.
yeah,
Thank
that's
God.
it. If you knew a little bit about her life, chastity was not involved.
Okay.
That's right. She lived a good life, and she's full of good quotes. You should look her up, people.
Okay. Well, till next week. Get ready,
Guess it?
and we'll see you then.
That's right. See ya. Bye-bye.
That was chaotic. So good.
That's how it has to be.
Good.